All right, welcome back to the Four Drive Podcast, powered by Tyre Power. Music by the Southern River Band, Let It Ride. Socials at the Four Drive Podcast on Instagram. Please send us a message. YouTube, all episodes on the Four Drive Podcast. That's right. Yeah, we're changing off. Yeah, I've got it. Patreon, thank you guys for your support. Endless and merch, voice messages, and Ultimate Four Drive at thefouldrivepodcast.com.au. Keep sending in your Ultimate Four Drives, guys. We sick of looking at Toyotas, Duggo?
A little bit, but we got a bit of a change up, and it's probably our strongest segment, I would say. Build your forward. Build your forward drive.
Build your ultimate four-wheel drive. It's a new segment. Duggo's starting.
Build your four-wheel drive, which I am not doing.
Yeah, well, no, you're kind of doing it.
Yeah, but I pay other people to do it for me. Can't do a lot. I did put the dog cage on.
Did ya?
Yep.
Changed my fuel filter the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, by myself. Yeah.
You would have felt like that would have felt
like a mechanic.
Be a good feeling.
It's actually not that hard.
Is it not?
No, it's super easy.
But hey, mate,
it's really. Thank you. I did do it. Yeah, I did do it.
Don't sell yourself short.
Real full driver, short.
Yeah, no, I do that quite a bit actually.
I liked it. How do you? What new intro by me? How was that?
Not bad.
No,
a little bit
stuffed
clunky.
up a little bit. Sorry,
you said merchases or something like that, but that's okay, mate.
I joined merch and voice messages.
Very rarely do. I don't get it right at all. I find myself very boring.
Do you remember that time you tried to do an accent?
Yeah. Yep. I did a couple of times.
Scottish.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you just, it was early morning.
It was early morning. It's kind of boring.
It is a bit boring.
Intro.
Tyre Power, mate.
Yes.
Lot happening behind you today. Yeah. And obviously we want to give a bit of love to Tyre Power. How many stores in WA?
58.
Yeah, nice.
Actually caught up with Mel and Dale. They were over in Adelaide on the weekend with us at the game.
Oh, brilliant.
So good to see the lads. And hopefully we are both heading down there very shortly.
Mate.
To sort out some new slippers.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm looking forward to that because
you need new slippers.
My car does not look right without.
I need new slippers.
Bigger tyres, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's.
So what are you going to?
They are.
Sorry.
I actually all
over the shop.
Getting on the plane because I don't know if we've made the decision on the ROH rims already. Have we? I can't remember. It's that long ago.
I have.
Yeah, well, I have then. If you have, I have.
I assume we both have.
Yes. So then
I've picked kind of what I'm liking.
Mel and I might need to go back over our decision then.
Yeah, you might. What did you say?
Well, I was taking his advice, and then now I feel like his advice, I've got a different set of rims coming to what we spoke about. I couldn't remember. So anyway.
Right.
I think we were going to go 16-inch rims. And I think I was going to get a bit
Steelies or?
No, they were going to be the alloys, and I think I was talking about putting 35s on it.
I thought you were going the Steelies.
No, I don't think I was.
Oh, right. No,
I don't think I was.
Oh, we might be in danger then.
Might
be worth having another look.
I don't mind. I just want something else on there now.
Well, that's actually a good little topic there. But Steelies or alloys? You've always run Steelies, or have you always run alloys? Right. I've always had Steelies. Yeah, you're a looks guy.
You've been a four-wheel drive guy. Ronny's always been Steelies, but I think even he's going to look at the alloys this time.
Yeah, he might.
And that was a bit of that was sort of a part of ROH being like, look, mate, these are tough. Because obviously there's the whole thing with the Steelies and, being a little bit tougher, you can knock them out if you get into a bit of trouble.
The big Ron Dog does love Steelies.
Yeah, and you get why.
Alloy is tougher. Alloy is tougher.
But if something goes wrong,
if something breaks,
hard to fix,
you can't fix it.
So sorry,
Steelies, you can knock them back in.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was completely wrong with what I said.
Did you say that?
Well, I said Steelies were tougher, but what I mean is they're more
durable,
forgiving. You can get away with a little bit of stuff.
I've
never tried them. I just been told.
You've had them on your Ranger, mate.
I had alloys.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying Steelies. I'm talking about Steelies.
We're getting all lost here.
Yeah, sorry.
I am keen to try alloys after having Steelies.
Yeah.
But I'm also keen to just go Steelies. I'm not, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's up in the air, right? 50-50, rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
Or Steelies and alloys, it would be the new saying, I think. Rock in a hard place.
Yeah, I reckon have a go at the alloys, mate. I reckon they look good. Although your car's suits Steelies, it's a bit older. It's done some travel.
Yeah, it's got a lot of pinstripes.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
No, it's not what we're here to talk about. We are here, well, I mean, technically.
Well, we can talk
about
driving.
Yeah. Talk about that
that's all right.
if we want.
It's a topic.
Yeah, it is a topic. Wow. So you caught up with them. So when have you've got to make a decision soon on Steelies and Alloys?
Well, my decision probably is made, I think. I can't remember.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think we have made our decisions. It was a while ago. That's why it's hard to remember.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into some on the radar.
Yep.
So this is I guess it's happened before and it'll happen again, I guess. But this is have you heard much on the New South Wales flooding, the rains and stuff over there?
I watched a video just the other night on it because I hadn't followed it a whole lot. Not unfortunately, I'd missed a bit of it. And kept seeing it sort of pop up, and there's like I sort of felt like I should check it out to almost like to just to feel for them a little bit, because I was like, how bad is this?
Get a scope of what's going on.
And it's horrible. There's been
it's really bad.
Some tragedies and I watched this certain video on some dairy farmers doing it really tough. Incredible footage, just hard to fathom sort of what you were looking at. But
yeah, it's really doesn't look good over there.
Terrible.
A lot of closures of tracks and
just
homes destroyed and like just everything gone just because of that.
Yeah.
Like a bit of rain and a lot of rain and that happens. It's just
when I was watching, one of the families on there mentioned like it was worse than the 21 flood, and I was like, 21? That was 4 years ago.
Really?
Like they're doing this
flat
out. Some people are saying 1 in a 500-year flood. Like it's big time. Big time.
That's really, really bad.
So hearts go out to everyone.
Yeah, really. Yeah, if you're in the New South Wales area, like stay safe. Hope your loved ones are safe. And geez, thoughts are going out to you.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yep, it is.
I don't know if I want to. I don't feel like I'm in the mood to talk much more driving after that. That's pretty hectic.
No, it is. It's. I mean, there's just we get on here and talk a bit of crap about four-wheel driving, but I mean those areas, farming areas, tracks out there, whatever it might be. It's sort of the community that we're a part of in a way.
Hopefully,
so you just sort of all you can say is you just send your love and your thoughts, and if you can help out in any way, if you're around there or even from afar, just do what you can. And it seems like there's a bit of that going on in Australia. What Australians are good at is rallying around each other and helping out when in need. So that's just in our nature. So we can't do a whole lot, but just to let everyone know that we're thinking of them and maybe using this platform to ask people to help out where they can.
That's a good shout there.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah. Australians are very good at getting around each other, aren't they? Really rallying together and doing that. Yeah, that's good.
I've got another on the radar for you in another way that this is off the record because I obviously don't have my laptop here. Come a little bit unprepared today.
Yep, you're just going.
But speaking of, so what reminded me of this, Australians rallying around each other now. I don't know if you've been following, but William Gudge just broke the record for the fastest time across Australia. Did it in like 34 days and so many hours. Ran from Cottesloe to Bondi. Broke, I think it was Chris Turnbull, I think his name was. Obviously, Ned Brockman had done it a few years ago. So so this guy's, anyway, he's gone and broken the record. He's an Englishman, and I followed his journey. When I found out about it, he sort of had a YouTube series on it, and he's done plenty of these trips before, and I followed his journey. He ran from Cottesloe to Bondi, and the one thing he spoke about, so one, he's done a decent drive, but he ran it. And then what he did though is he mentioned how much Australians rally around each other. He said anywhere else people just sort of looked at him like he was stupid. It's like, what would you do that for? But here, it was like, mate, good on you. Like pat on the back, get around it. People get out on the Nullarbor and run it with him and bring in brownies and a 6-pack of beers or whatever it might be to just do their little bit to help out and get around it. And he spoke about that, which was awesome. I was like, that actually makes you proud to be Australian, that. Him speaking about that and the power that it had and just how much everyone here just gets around someone for doing something cool.
Yeah. Attempting the impossible deserves to be got around, not
don't
not critiqued.
Yeah, don't knock him down for that.
Let him have a go.
He's not stupid. Well, I think he's a little bit stupid.
He's a little bit crazy. Not stupid, but wow. And he's doing it for. I've just had a little Google. His mum.
Yes.
For the succumbed to non-Hodgkin lymphoma.
Yeah. So it's pretty
after beating it twice, succumbed on the third time, which
pretty powerful story. But anyway, kudos to him. And speaking of doing something cool, Dahl has just checked in with Sienna, of course.
Ron Dog and Sienna.
In the
S-Dog?
76.
Yeah, that's
bumping around like they're on a roller coaster. I don't know. Now, Signal might struggle, but how are we there, Dales?
Good. How are you?
Good, going well. Whereabouts are you? What's the story? How are you travelling?
Well, we are. I've said well too many times. So many wells. We just passed well 31, and we're heading to well 33 to meet up with KJ, Indigenous group.
Yep.
And we are late because we had an incident earlier today. Chris nearly rolled his bloopy.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. And,
jeez, and you've nearly rolled just there, mate.
Yeah, looks like you're about to roll over.
and then just to top that off, we, Chris ran short on fuel. So I left my third Jerry untouched and it went into the bloopy, which is so surprising.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. So he should be doing better on fuel than me.
Yeah, Chris would have 180 litres of fuel, wouldn't he? Just across his two tanks.
Yeah. So he's got 100, so 290 litre tank, 180 litres. He says that his gauge, when it says 0, it means 0. Right. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, yeah, just ran over a bird. That's why she was. Yeah. That's right. They do that on purpose. So the birds, they'll fly on the track to lure you away from their nest. I'm letting the boys know.
Lessons with
Don't
Ronny.
worry, listeners, we're not running over animals.
Tough dog tip. How is Chris, mate?
He's good. He's good. The initial thing, was a little bit of a shock for him, but
no doubt.
The washout that he put his wheels into, I didn't even notice it as I went past that section. We're about a kilometre in front of him, and just going up a dune at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like it. How do you reckon? If he had thicker tyres, he would have been all right.
Yeah. Well, that's a strange thing, right? So because I've got the bigger tyres, I thought I'd be using more fuel than he is. And, but that's not to be the case.
Oh, we've lost him. He's not facing south.
Yeah, that was the trick, wasn't it?
The trick with Starlink. He's back.
What's that, mate?
Oh, you just you disappeared for a bit. You must have been facing north instead of south. That's right.
Yeah. We'll be facing the correct way just in a second. We're going around a bend. Because the Starlink is on the back, so we got to face down those north, and then the Starlink will face south.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, righto.
Yeah, eat my own words with Starlink, aren't
I? Mate, it's just unreal that we can actually chat to you while you're in the middle of, not nowhere, but certainly almost nowhere, and we're getting a decently clear picture of you, mate. We can see a couple pimples on you, which is good. Starlink's obviously doing a great job.
Yeah. It's great because we're able to put a bit of content out, and also I don't have a sat phone anymore. And as our mate Jeff Lewis has always said, 1 is none, 2 is some. So if you've only got one EPIRB, one sat phone, one of the two, you've only got one means of help, whereas we got 2 Starlinks, so one goes down, we've still got the other. We've still got our PLBs as well.
Yeah.
So Chris, we do have a copy, so I'm just going to check in some guys.
There you go. This is real talk here.
Yeah. I've just been up that dune. We're just on a podcast at the moment. So, but yeah, I might ask you a question from the boys, maybe.
Go for it. So have you told them about today's little episode?
Yes. Yeah. We're just talking about it now, actually.
You just ask him if he's wearing the same pants as before or if he's changed them.
Oh, and last night's episode. Yeah, so before I talk about last night's episode, they want to know if you're still wearing the same pants, the same shorts today.
Yeah, same shorts. I've only got one pair of shorts.
Brilliant. Hopefully they're brown so it blends in.
A bit of brown test. That's the word. And they're good.
Great. So, Ronny, it's been a week since we've caught up with you.
Yeah.
And last we heard, I think you were going to visit some elders or a community up there.
So that's what we're doing today. We're meeting up with the elders today, the TOs.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, and someone in the seat. So as soon as the AirPod just fell out in the seat, everything's happening here. Yeah, so that's where we're heading to now. So we were meant to be 2 days ago, but I'll tell you what, the canning. You know how time doesn't exist when you're camping?
Yep.
Yep. Or even when you're full drive traveling. Well, it's like next level out here. Next level.
Time just isn't there, hey?
So you're 2 days behind, Ronnie.
We are 2 days behind. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So was that with the fuel troubles and Chris's episode, or is it more?
That was just today. Those two incidents.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is just genuine travel. Is just taking time and this rough track and.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so long, man, and like I reckon the best part that we've seen so far, we have to experience half of that in the dark, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
So I tell you what, like. My expectation of the canning to begin with was it would be like just like another desert track where it's kind of similar stuff the whole way, and I'll still love that stuff. And it's still heaps of changes. Like the Yambital Highway is awesome, changes a lot on the way through. The Gun Barrel Highway, wicked. Simpson Desert, pretty boring because it's the same the whole way, just June after June after June. It does get to you after a while. But on the canning, it's just next level. It's every day there's different scenery. Every single day. Yeah.
Is that you reckon because you're traversing sort of so far south to north? Like is that because I feel like it would change more. Yeah. This probably makes no sense, but I feel like going south to north rather than east to west, which a lot of those tracks do, you're covering more variety of territory.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Especially in WA where it's so like it's the same kind of terrain from north of Perth up, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. In the desert, it's just
desert.
I don't know.
So we're just switching airports.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Me and Duggo are deep in thought here, so
which makes no sense.
You're on the money there. Where did that go?
Oh no, we've lost him again.
Oh, sound's gone.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
All right. 5 minutes. Come back to us. We'll chat for a bit and then we'll see you soon. Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon, mate. Oh, no, he's gone. He's crashed. Yep. All right. Let us know when you're back on board. I think you're right there. East going west to east. You're saying like you change terrain more.
No, I'm saying north to south. South to north, you would change more terrain than you would east to west.
Oh.
I don't know why. I just feel like you do. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. I feel like just
south to north.
Yeah, or north to south. Like going up and down makes. I think there would be
change
more,
terrain more.
Whistled again with an S sound.
No, it's okay, mate. You keep going.
I think it does. This is a terrible topic to talk about in a podcast, but I just for some reason I feel like it would.
Have you got evidence to back that up?
Ronnie's telling me.
Well, he was telling you. He can't.
Ronnie's telling me the Canning stock route changes more than the Amberdale Highway, which runs east to west, west to east.
Right.
Depending on where they do it.
I would have assumed it's the opposite. I feel like the terrain going like the north of WA doesn't really change too much. But now that I think about it, it actually does a lot. So it's just about putting thought to things that you say, Duggo. Is what I would really.
Before you say them is the important part.
Yeah, especially on a podcast where it's recorded and like goes out.
We're not the only two talking.
Listen, yeah.
It makes sense now, doesn't it?
I'd like to change my answer, please.
Yeah. Well, hey, no one's saying you're wrong or right though.
Ronnie will when he comes back in. He'll say that I'm wrong and you're right, which is looking forward to that. That'll be interesting. There's a lot that I want to talk to Ronnie about. Yep. It's been a week since we last chatted to him.
Yep.
And in that time, in literally a day alone, Chris has had 2 incidents.
Yeah.
And he's fallen 2 days behind.
What's happened in a week?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's just lost track of time? Like, has he been taking longer on different routes? Like, because Ronnie's not a guy to fall behind. I feel like he's not a guy to fall behind the plan.
They'd be busy because there's content to film. It's not just camping trip like everyone else does it. Like these.
Hello.
This is. Oh, he's back.
He's back.
So
we're back.
I don't know if you heard all the crap that we were just talking there, Ronny.
We could hear everything. Yeah.
You did hear all that crap.
Good. So we'll probably edit that out. Probably then.
So,
did you fall asleep then, or is that? No, he's awake.
So with 100% right, Duggo. Heading.
I told you.
Heading south to north, it changes so much more than if you head east to west or west to east. We said east to west, it does change as well, but not as much as south to north or north to south.
Now, I've got nothing to back that up except for you saying that right then. I just don't know why. It made sense in my head that it would, but so more to Jaden's point, what's happened in a week that has put you sort of, 2 days behind, the changing scenery, the track being so tough? Like, what does that week entail? Is it because you're filming and creating a bit more of a, you're creating things for us to see and share with you? Is that what's holding you up, or has it just genuinely been the terrain?
It's honestly both.
Yeah.
So filming definitely makes things take longer, but we're filming things as we're going and as we're experiencing it. So naturally we would have stopped anyway to check all these things out. So, but at the end of the day, filming does tax a bit, and the filming is more the bit of the filming that taxes more is more when we're doing a segment on safety on something, or we're doing an educational segment on tire pressures, how to drive dunes, something like that, because then we're setting up for that particular topic. So about the corrugations.
No, you're right, mate.
But other than that, like getting drone shots and stuff on the way, which we've probably shot too much drone, I reckon, because I got the new Mavic 4 Pro before we left, and it's freaking amazing.
Yeah, right.
It's so cool. But it's just this because the scenery keeps changing. Like, we keep getting sidetracked in side missions, things we didn't even think we would, things we didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, wow, look at that. And then we sort of just follow our nose, and next thing you know, 2 hours has gone by.
Yeah. But that's what it's about, though. You want to give yourself the opportunity to be able to do that too whilst you're traveling, and you don't want to rush this. And I know there's a schedule and there's a plan, and you sort of there's things to get to, but it's also like if you don't allow yourself the time to do that, then you almost miss the point of the journey, don't you?
100%, mate, 100%. Because we are out here essentially working, but at the same time, love what we're doing. We wouldn't be out here if we didn't get to do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Because you got to deal with the dust, the corrugations, all the wear and tear in the vehicle, the cost. Cost is a big thing, like we got to bring people out here with us as well. And one of the boys, Mark, he's never been camping before, and he's on the Canning Sock Route.
Jeez, wow! Baptism of fire.
Big first trip.
Yeah, I think that's the definition of that one. Yeah. So he's having an absolute amazing time. And what about you, Sienna? What do you think of the Canning? Do you think it's better than the Gun Barrel Highway? You like the Gun Barrel better? Yeah, interesting.
There you go. Is this the longest time you've been away, Sienna, on a camping trip, or have you done this before? Longest. How long have you guys been out now?
9 days.
9 days from
10,
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're only just, I think we're just over halfway, but I see the refueling part as being halfway. But yeah, I can't wait to meet the TOs.
It's going to be gold.
So because I think we're going to be in a bit late, so we're probably going to be hanging out tonight. So it might actually mean we're going to spend more time with them.
Yep.
Be great. So I might be able to spend overnight. That'll be epic, actually.
Yes. So what is the plan, mate, with the TOs? Is that to spend tomorrow or check out some sites with them?
I think it's more to just learn more about the culture, learn more about the people out here.
Yep.
Because there's so much more to it out here, but also get their side of the story, because I find all the plaques and stuff put along the way, they're all very European biased.
Yep.
It's like it was alleged that such and such interrupted a ceremony and blah blah blah, and that's why these things happen.
Yep.
But never is it told the other way around. One of the most vital pieces of the puzzle that we unfortunately missed out on was a lady goes by the name of Lena Long. So we really want to come back up and just get a story, probably from Wiluna.
Yep.
So after we get back, we're probably going to make another trek up just to have a chat to her.
Yeah, cool.
And then this is just, I see this as just like a first meeting, just, get to know the people, and then from there, be cool to head out in country and show more of their country and show more of their culture.
Yeah.
So it's going to be super cool.
I agree, mate. I'm really looking forward to hearing about their side of the TO side of the story, and the people who are been traversing that land for 60,000 years. It'd be awesome to hear that and sit around a campfire. That's a special opportunity that not everyone gets to do, which would be awesome. Yeah,
100%. 100%. And we learned a lot on the way. We caught up with a UWA group actually. Was it last week? End of last week. So it was after we had the podcast.
Yep.
So that's another thing that happened. And they were studying rock art.
Yeah.
And she'd been studying rock art for 25 years. Her husband had been doing it 20 years beforehand. So there's like 45 years of research in this. And they're getting in like geologists and scientists, all those educated people to sort of back it up with science, what the Dreamtime stories are saying.
Yep.
And just getting a brief understanding of it. Like, it's amazing the stories and the paintings have passed down from so thousands of years, and it's how they can find water and stuff. It's amazing. There's so many more layers to it. It's like, I don't know the best way to explain it. It's probably explain it, but it's like when you look into something like even like something simple that's been constructed in a factory, when you look into all the process that's involved, you're like, wow, I didn't realize all this. And this is just like on another scale,
Yeah.
This is, it's next level.
Yeah. No, it's awesome that you get to experience it, mate. And I think being out there, and I don't say this with any disrespect to people in other areas, but I think it's so that the culture is still so rich in those areas that you're traveling at the moment. And it's rich all the way through Australia, but certainly out there with the communities still on their homelands, and it's a very different experience to what the rest of Australia get to see and feel. So I am very jealous of that, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very cool opportunity. Hey, mate, I don't want to leave you too long.
But mate,
you go.
Yeah, hopefully we can get you boys out here. I know for sure that I was hoping to have been there on time, because I reckon they would love to talk to a footy player, mate. They love football out here.
Well, I'll tell you what, this probably if any of those footballers come down here, I might have a job, because I know they're all more talented than I am. So, and I have had a kick with a few of them up that way, and it's there's some real talent around. Hey, mate, where is the fuel stops? Did you say you haven't had a fuel stop yet?
Well, yeah, that's where we're actually meeting up with the TOs.
Oh, okay, right.
KJ, and that's at Kunawaraji.
Yep, gotcha.
And that is not far from now, actually. It's almost fitting on my map.
Oh, good. So, Chris will be happy.
I think we've got about 20 Ks to go, mate.
Beautiful. And the other question I had for you, apart from the UWA group, have you passed any other travellers?
Yes. Who was the first guy? It was in the Prado, yeah? So we passed the guy on a Prado. He was by himself.
Oh, wow.
Passed another 2 cars. One was a Ranger.
The other Ranger.
Land Rover and Ford Ranger. Let's just say the Ford Ranger was going much faster than the Land Rover.
Expected.
Be more comfortable too, I would have thought.
And then we passed the Unimog, and we passed the van. The van got stuck on this jump up, and the Unimog pulled him up and bent his steering rack or something.
Right.
It was a strange looking van, I got to say. And then there were the other two cars that are behind us now. We crossed two other people coming the other way. So we've met four people the opposite way.
Yep.
And 4 people going the same way as what we're going.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people just do this middle portion because you can come in from Cotton Creek and that.
Oh, okay, yeah. And duck out towards Newman or something like that, is it? Or
well, you can duck out through Cotton Creek, you can duck out through Coonawarrigi. That's on the main road out here is the dirt road, really.
Yep.
Let's try this option. It's corrugated.
Yeah.
And short-lived. Sorry. You get these split roads, and then it's a luck of the draw because one's more corrugated than the other, and then when you swap over, sometimes you're better off staying.
Yep.
So you can come in from there. You got to get Telfer Mine, Running Waters, all that stuff is starting to become parallel with us.
Right.
After that, then we're up towards Halls Creek, and we're so lucky with the weather. We thought we weren't going to make it to the end because of the weather, but I think we're going to be good. One more thing.
Wait, do you like the photo of
Rafa? Yeah, Rafa looks very good there. Best I've seen him in a while.
Yeah, he has. It's doing the Canning Stock Route's done something for Rafa.
Looking very good.
Some hilarious moments for Rafa. You should see the shirt he's wearing now, mate. Oh my god, it's like a pastel peach, right?
Oh wow.
It looked like you just woke up from a tropical party.
Yeah, it's a brave choice in the desert.
Yeah. Well, actually, now that you say Rafa, it makes sense. You guys are 2 days late because of all of his piss breaks.
Yeah, true.
It's actually been Chris that's been pissing the most today.
Really?
It might have something to do with that incident.
All right, mate. We do have one more question for you, Ronnie, before we let you go. Yep. Last week, after you jumped off, we had a voice message in from Rick who was asking, what do you think about the Grenadier taking on the Canning Stock route?
Oh, yeah. I reckon I'll give that a go, eh? The Grenadier on the Canning Stock route, carrying all the fuel will be a very, very interesting challenge because we have burnt more than what we thought. That'll be the challenge, is the fuel. Yeah.
We sort of mentioned that, but we weren't sure.
I would definitely give it a go. Would I put the Prado on here? That's another question, I guess. I would have said yes up to a point, and then it got really tight, and I was thinking about those mirrors that are probably worth $6,000. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I would not bring my Prado here, but...
Well, I reckon I asked you that last week, and you did say yes. So
yeah, you did say yes last week.
Change your tongue.
Change your mind.
Yeah. Geez, how many cars are behind us? There is just 2, isn't there? It's just the mirrors are vibrating so much from the corrugation. It looks like it's double.
There's like 4 bloopies behind him.
Double? Yeah.
So you wouldn't take the 250 on the Canning Stock route? Do you think it would survive?
Not without a suspension lift, because we passed 2 Prados that are burnt out from spin effects. They both had fires and spin effects. So one had a fuel line burn. They put it out in a hurry, managed to save the rest of the car. The other one burned to the ground, and they're on their own.
That's not good.
Yeah, right.
Not good.
No.
What are you talking when you're looking at minimum lift going through the Canning Stock? You're saying like 2-inch?
I think just to avoid all the spin effects getting stuck in the car. I think the tough dog tip of the week I'm going to say here is it's not so much about the lift either. I think if you go forward and then you have to stop on the spin effects because maybe you're bogged, or you got to go forward and back up, that's where you're like wedging spin effects in places where it shouldn't be. And when that exhaust gets hot, it doesn't take much, especially with DPS. We actually had to take some spin effects off our vehicles at one point because the spin effects is so high. Yeah.
It's a bit scary.
So-
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, Spinifex is so dry; it just burns so quickly.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not something you want to get caught under the car.
Yeah, it's what we're just starting fires with every single night. You know?
Not good.
Um,
Have you been jabbed by them yet?
What's that, mate?
You been jabbed by them?
You're jabbing your feet.
Yeah,
You jab everywhere. Mate,
Thanks, Sienna.
she's got feet tougher than a camel. I'm telling you.
Jeez.
My feet are soft as they've been in the boots the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm actually envious of your feet, Sienna. They are tough feet. She's been barefoot the whole time.
Bloody hell. It's all that mud.
Harry Fisher style.
Yeah.
Harry Fisher style. There you go. Fire to fork.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
reckon
brilliant,
she'll
mate.
give Harry a run for money.
All right, well, mate, we'll let you go. Get back to this corrugation. It's been tough looking at you with this shaking.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, great to communicate with you guys. So look, I'm actually pretty happy with the Starlink. Get to jump on a podcast with you guys, and this is really cool.
Mate, pretty elite to be able to just talk to Ronny as he's doing the canning.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty unique as well to actually get the raw updates of him. Hopefully, mate, you keep safe. There's no more cars tipping over. And Chris, maybe get him another set of pants. Or at least maybe let him share with Rafa.
Hey, boys, your last chance to say hello and goodbye.
Sweet. They love us.
No, they don't. Yeah. No, that's all right. That's fine. Anyway, don't tell them that we said goodbye.
Yeah.
We're just going to go.
Can we? I don't know if we've lost them now. Or
We lost
yeah, the sound's definitely cut
sound
out.
just dropped out.
Okay. Bye, boys.
Shit, no,
See you later.
See you
All right.
guys.
See you, mate.
Have fun.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh, mate.
How do you leave this thing with
Oh, that's gold. Say see ya to the boys.
See you later, the boys.
No, thanks.
No, just radio silence. No, we're good.
Oh, it's good fun.
It's embarrassing.
They're having a good time by the sounds.
It's. I spoke to Ronny earlier today, and he was breaking up on the phone, but I could hear him say stuff about like Chris was in trouble. He got into a accident, almost rolled the car. He was stuck. Ronny had to winch him out, and then like something happened again.
So you had a little bit of a broken.
I had a little bit of a broken idea what was going on. I was like, you know what? We'll talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, just call you back later.
You can just stay safe until then, mate.
Yeah,
that's
funny.
No, that's
When's he back?
interesting. He's back. He's got a couple of weeks now until he's back. So not next week.
trip,
I think the week after that.
It's a massive trip.
Or actually, it just might be not next Wednesday, but a few days after that.
You're right. Yeah.
Big trip. Big trip.
Huge.
And well, actually, he's 2 days behind, so it might be a little bit further.
Yeah, it could be longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is your car looking to getting out on some tracks and doing some dirt on the tyres?
Just like we spoke about before, I need the tyres.
Yeah. That's you're waiting on that.
Oh, I'm not
That's
waiting on it. No, I could just go and have some fun in it now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be doing the Amberdale Highway right now.
No.
In the way it is.
Probably not.
No. But I
a bit boring going that way.
I've been boring. I spoke about this on this podcast. Get out and enjoy your car as it is before you do stuff to it.
And you're not doing
here
that.
I am not doing that. So call me a liar. But no, I could. I've just
Put him in the
haven't had
comments.
time. Footy season's
It's
full
hard,
on.
yeah, doing footy season.
It's just full on, and then you get an opportunity here and there, and then you just if you don't take it, then it doesn't come around that quickly again. So
have your plans changed for it? Maybe that's a better question. Like, obviously, it's hard to get out there and do stuff and kind of figure out what you want to do with the car.
Nah.
But are you still in the mindset of going, yeah, this is what I want on the car, this is what I'm going to do? Or
I've had an idea for a long time as to what I would do to a Land Cruiser.
But are you going to get out there and test it first before you actually jump on board with all this stuff? Or are you just going to do it and then see what happens?
The things I know that I want to do are kind of things that I would do regardless of.
Yeah.
Like I would always update the suspension before not before I go and do anything, but I was always going to do that.
Yeah.
I was always going to get new tyres. I'd always put some form of 12-volt in it.
Yeah, you're always going to put a bar on it. You're always going to put the dog box on.
Light, so I wanted a cage at the start. I'd love to basically I was always going to tune it. Like I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
which I haven't done that yet, obviously. So I had an image in my head long before I bought the car, and everyone sort of knew about that on here anyway. But nothing's really changed. I mean, I don't understand fully yet what I want to do on the back of it in terms of tray canopy setup. And I think I'll just be really patient with that. Like, there's no rush for me at the moment. Even if I was doing a trip like the Gunning right now, I would probably just try and keep it as it was. Like, I wouldn't be rushing into doing anything. I'd love like a fully set up rig ready to go, but there's no rush for me to figure that out just yet. Like I've got 2 dogs, and every now and then I need to throw them in the back. Yeah, and I just figure if there's just no like cover, basically, like it's a very open dog box. So, one, if it's wet, the dogs are wet, and then
which it is coming into winter. Yeah, well, it's winter now.
Yeah, so I might even try and find some like canvas products that I can just set up on it,
bolt on.
Yeah, and just really like rivet
really them in
basic
or something.
Sort of thing. But down the track, I'm hoping I'd have a really cool setup on the back. But for now, I'd love to be able to just travel as it is. But yeah, things like tyres and the bar and a roof rack, they were always going to happen whether I was using them or not. I was just putting them on, and I will put them on because I like having those. Like when I need to do a trip, I know I want those things on there, or and I've spoken about that on here before. I love the look of things. Yeah. It's like I'm only putting...
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to have a shit-looking four-wheel drive, even if it's capable. You want to have a good-looking four-wheel drive that is capable as well.
Yeah, and I know I don't need the scrub bars, and this is going against everything that Ronny says of like... The more important thing is what you don't put on your car. Yeah. Like, I don't need scrub bars, but I just wanted them. So I went and got them.
Yeah.
Which goes against everything I've said here too, but I have said, what I will stand by is I have said, I just love the look of things, so I do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but the scrub bars are good. I've got scrub bars on mine. I think they're kind of.
I justified it.
Yeah, like, it'll at least protect
a little bit of insurance for a big investment.
Yeah.
So.
And when you get bigger tires, it'll make it look a bit more normal.
Yeah. It just makes these tires right now look really small.
Yeah, it does. You got bloody slippers on.
Yeah. Geez, it sounds good. I got my 4-inch exhaust that I wanted.
It does sound good.
I've done a couple of things.
Yeah,
tires and suspension are what I'm most excited about putting on. 12-volt, I'll keep really, really basic. Like, that'll be because I don't want to do a proper, real nice setup just to change my canopy. I mean, it's a lot of it would be, adjustable to new setups, but I just need a couple of plugs, basically.
So what are you doing? Let's move to like the engine bay. You're looking secondary fuel filter.
I've got that in
like
there.
Diff breathers and all that kind of stuff. You've got all them in there?
Yeah, they're in there.
When did you do those? They come with it now?
Nah. I got them put in with the exhaust and stuff.
You got a package.
The new clutch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's been done.
Okay.
Like I knew that was coming.
So you're like building up for a tune.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You've got your clutch.
Yep.
You've got your airbox.
Yep.
Snorkel.
Not snorkel. Airbox just sitting there.
Okay.
Waiting on the snorkel.
So
I've got fuel kit diff breathers like that. That's kind of not needed, but not needed. But
you're kind of sorted.
Yeah,
like you just want to put it on bigger tyres.
But I need the tyres on. I don't want to tune it with these smaller tyres and then upgrade the tyres.
No. So. But you're right there, and then you're going in for the tune, and then
ideally, I need before I travel. I need all that. I suppose. Like if I was doing an Amberdale trip, say. If I was doing a desert trip, I'd want that on there.
Say you're doing an Amberdale trip.
Say you're doing an Amberdale trip. Right. I'd probably want a roof rack. Got the bars. Probably want some spotties. Yep. Lights is something I'm looking at. Then obviously
I've got plenty, mate. You don't need those.
Yeah.
I'll come with you. I'll just stay in the front.
If you come, you just light up for me. But a roof rack, 12-volt, little 12-volt system.
Yep.
Tyre suspension. Yeah. And I'll get my tune, but it's actually okay without it.
How much of this stuff do you want to do yourself?
None.
No. Are you interested in like doing that?
Probably wiring up the lights and stuff like that.
No, who cares?
Probably get away with doing that. I've done a few things like that before. But
yeah.
Comms is the other one. I've done that. I've hooked that up before myself. That's nice and easy.
Yeah.
The thing is, with mine, like I'm looking at the consoles as well. But you know how I said, I was like, it's going to be hard for me to go from a Ranger into something like this where it's really basic. I've actually just gotten used to it straight away.
Yeah.
Like it's not that.
What
bad,
a feeling that would happen. Because you're not constantly like
so long,
comparing.
Yeah.
I
probably will get it still eventually, but I'm not rushing towards it. Like it's okay. I've got the one stone armrests and stuff like that. Fit a cup in.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm loving it. There's plans to come, but I'm not rushing too much. Probably rushed a little. Like I've done 5,000 Ks and it's already got a new clutch and all that.
And a 4-inch exhaust.
Yeah,
which is pretty.
Yeah, I got the V8 for that though. I've always said that too. I just want a V8 because I want a V8. I just want to hear it.
I remember when you pulled up and you didn't have the 4-inch exhaust in it. I was like, oh, that's
It's not even a car with that.
No, it's not. Duggo, what are you driving there, mate? And then I think the next episode recording we did, you had a 4-inch exhaust in it. It came in like, how's that, mate? Yeah, was that? Did you hear me coming?
Listen to me now.
I like it. I think the 4-inch exhaust sounds really good.
It does.
I hate listening to you drive away because it makes me jealous.
I give it a little bit extra.
I know you do. I always have to put headphones in or something.
We got an ultimate four-wheel drive today or what?
Jeez. Do we have an ultimate four-wheel drive? Yeah, we do.
And?
Well, it's hard to show you what it's going to be because you don't have a laptop in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
But
got my phone.
No, it's fine. We'll go through this. Ultimate 4 Drive, Nathan Rivish, 2014 Isuzu D-Max LS dual cab.
Answered our calls.
3-litre 4JJ1 engine, 5-speed manual.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Good manual.
Like that.
Yep.
Spending budget all up with cost of the car plus mods, approximately 30K.
Great number.
It's a lower number than I expected. All up.
You've seen
the car
photos.
plus mods. I haven't seen photos yet.
Oh, you haven't?
It's a 2014 though.
30 grand. Car plus mods. That's incredible.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep going. Purpose, daily driver, camping, hunting, and weekend warrior. Yeah.
Yep.
Bit of hunting. Utes, good for that. Simple nature, 3 things you love. Simple nature of just being able to chuck stuff in the tub, not restricted by a fridge and a massive drawer setup.
Yep.
Yes, that's nice. Economy, highway and city driving. The car averages 10 litres per 100 kilometres, even with the weight of a bull bar and bigger tyres.
Beautiful.
3, like the tidy and simple interior, very easy to clean and maintain, especially with the vinyl floor. Vinyl floor? Yeah. Vinyl of the records.
That's a good one.
Yeah, shut up, mate. 3 things you don't like. Not having a fridge.
Don't have a fridge? Yeah.
Okay. But that's also something he loves, not being restricted by a fridge.
There you go. It's a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship, especially after doing a couple 3 to 4 night trips in 1 month. I can recognise the need and convenience of having one.
Must be rolling in esky.
Yeah.
Ice.
Chili bins do not work very well for a 3 to 4 night trip.
Nah, you
need the
cold
fridge.
water by then.
Anyway, anything else we should know? He only has one thing that he doesn't like, the fridge.
Oh, there you go. Loves the D-Max.
Yeah, I like it. Just anyway, anything else we should know? Purchased this is my first car 18 months ago from the first owner with 180,000 kilometres and is just about to clock over 200,000. It's pretty good. Since owning it, I've lifted it with a 2-inch PSR suspension lift, not tough dog, unfortunate, unlucky mate, with a 250 kilogram constant load leaf in the rear.
Yep. How much, sorry?
250 kilo.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Fitted a throttle manipulator. Get rid of it. Sits on 32-inch Maxxis all-terrains, 265/75 R16 on 16x9 plus 20 offset black Steelies.
Go on the Steelies?
Yeah, with a 20 offset. I wonder why he's done that. Fitted an ARB Frontier 140 long-range fuel tank. Yeah. Replaced the old X-Rox bar with a triple hoop from MCC. The car came with the ARB tub canopy, which I fitted with a Rhino Rack Pioneer platform for the Max Tracks and Swags. In the future, I want to fit some rated recovery points to the front of the car and a UHF radio. At the moment, it's been used on plenty of hunting and fishing trips and plan on eventually doing Robe to Beachport and spending some time in the Flinders Ranges with it.
I'd love to also join him for that.
Yeah, mate, I'll hit him up and
Robe to Beachport. I heard so many things.
Wow, it looks nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It looks tough.
It does.
It looks like it's It looks like he goes hunting.
It does. Yeah, it does.
A bit cleaned up.
Fuck,
That's
looks
nice.
clean there.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
The offset works.
No, the offset
does like that. It gives it a bit of a tougher stance because they're not massive tyres.
No, the offset would be to poke it out just a little bit so that it's
It gives it a bit of a different look. So,
you know those cars that have got like the no offset and their wheels sit in.
Yeah,
especially with like when they've got flares on them or anything like that. It just looks weird.
So we got a white LSD Max, black bar, black Steelies, good sized tyres, even though they're not massive, but on a 16 rim they look pretty good.
Their 16 rim looks good.
Got the canopy on the back. It's just clean. It's neat. It's not overs.
2-inch lift.
Roof rack on the back. 2-inch lift.
Yeah.
It's obviously the manual. It's nice and it's tidy inside.
Yeah, really tidy inside.
Especially if he's using it for weekenders and fishing and hunting.
Oh, and he's got the drawers in the back.
I thought you said he didn't have drawers.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's taking them out. I don't know. It's still plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
With the drawers.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's the roo.
There's and there's your esky. Is that a roo?
Yeah.
So he's throwing that in the back.
Is that a roo?
There you go.
Yeah, it's a roo. Gutted it and thrown it in the back.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
That is,
as long as you use every part of it, brilliant.
Its purpose.
Yeah, wow. I
like
would have assumed hunting in the ute, he wouldn't have had a canopy on it.
I was thinking the same thing, and when for some reason I didn't click onto the canopy, and when he said there was a rack on the tub, I thought it was just the open.
Yeah,
tub
one of those Osroo racks.
Yeah, sit on top. And then I was like, use that platform for your hunting.
Yeah, but he's got the canopy on it and then the roof rack on top of the canopy.
So it's a pretty standard setup, but I mean, I do love that. That was my original setup on my Ranger, and I loved it. I noticed on that canopy the windows are full folding.
Yeah,
there, which I didn't have, which I needed. It's so annoying having the little pop window.
Oh, the slide.
No, I just had one that just popped, just cracked open, just that far. Couldn't use it for anything.
Really?
It was just basically to get some air in. It was just, I find it quite pointless. I wish there was...
Frustrating.
I wish there was a canopy that you could, choose the options as to all windows. I'm sure there is.
Well.
But ARB didn't have it at the time. But
right.
Yeah. Great rig. I like that.
Yeah,
Zuzu as well. 30 grand and you're getting that and you're having all that much fun in it.
Yeah.
Great.
Pretty good.
Thanks,
I just assumed there wouldn't be a canopy, even though he said in the email there was a canopy.
Yeah.
He says hunting, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So you stand on the back, you hold on,
Yeah.
Oh well, interesting. I liked it.
No, it's great. I think it's elite. I love seeing it.
It was minimal.
D-Max too, but I reckon minimal's the way to go.
I agree.
I know I'm not probably that minimal, but I like it.
Well, it's exactly what we just said. It's not what you put on the car that's important. It's what you don't put on the car that's important.
And he's obviously he's planning to put a UHF on to get a radio. Yeah. What was he planning for as well? He had something else in the plans.
Rated recovery points.
Yeah. So he's obviously he's not. It's the first car he's bought. Was I right? First car.
This is my first car 18 months ago.
So he's and Nathan's probably as time goes on, he's chipping away at
for it to cost $30,000.
Yeah,
or all up approximately. Very good.
Yeah, great buy.
Really good purchase. You've been on car sales a fair bit in your time. $30,000 for a 2014 D-Max with 180,000 Ks on it. It's pretty good. And I assume he's bought it for less than that.
My old boy would be he'd be jealous, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will he be listening now?
He will hear this.
Good.
He will hear this.
Good. He'll maybe he can contact Nathan for a buy.
Yeah.
Nathan, if you're willing to sell, mate, Duggo's old man. 31K.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Nathan.
Give you 28.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, mate. All right. Around the fire pit. This one in from, where's his name? Joe on Instagram. Send it in to us. Hey, gang, got a question for you guys if you're doing a technical question segment on the show still. Ooh. Yep, always are.
We are doing them. We're not answering them.
Yeah, who knows if we're good at them, but we'll give it a crack. If you're trying to snatch someone else's car out who is bogged, should you engage rear locker, front locker, both lockers, or no lockers in the vehicle that is trying to recover the bogged vehicle? And same question for the bogged vehicle. Love your work. And he's written that as well. I didn't just make that up.
I swear we're making them up. Do you?
I
I mean, it would make sense, right?
Front lockers, maybe not.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Rear
thing.
lockers, yes, for more traction.
Now, technical questions we are taking. Technical questions we don't pretend to know we can answer.
No.
To me, it makes sense to put if you're really bogged.
Let's talk this out. We'll talk this out.
Well, I'm thinking if you're really stuck,
yep,
you are lockers if you've got them. Rear locker for the recovery
on the bogged car.
Rear locker for the bogged car. I don't know because you can't really steer once you're locked in the front. Unless you're straight.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're straight, does it matter? I don't know.
I don't know if it
I don't know. I feel like
I'd be cautious putting on the front lockers.
Maybe not the recovery car. Don't lock the... Oh, actually, I don't want to answer this. I've got no idea. Because would that affect the rotation if you're getting pulled but your lockers are on? And I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I actually don't know. Can we call Ronny again?
Ronny, get on.
It's a great question.
Get on.
I never
it's
thought
a
about
great
that.
question.
I've never done it. I've never locked and recovered.
I don't have lockers on my car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've
just recovered
hub locks
full drive
that I use when forward driving, and I'd use them if I was bogged, but I wouldn't use front lockers. Scare me a bit.
Yeah, I just don't think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, rear lockers make sense to me because you'd get more traction from your car, either if you're bogged or pulling. You'd get more traction by engaging your rear lockers, which makes sense because you're trying to use traction to pull out the car.
You know what I've realised? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, us doing this segment and not having the expert guy that we set this show up around.
It's all right. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say I don't know.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
I'm guessing.
That'd be my guess. I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks because it's the only way you learn. Voice message.
Hey lads, thanks for the awesome poddy. Just been
I don't put
listening
it in.
to your recent episode with Ronny on the gold canning, and I was just listening to old mate talk about the Grenadier and its fuel usage. I guess I am planning a Simpson Desert crossing through the QAA and French line this July-ish next year. I've got a Prado 150, so it's got 150 litres of diesel, I guess. One of the thoughts I just had was, like, I don't intend on having a rear bar, and I don't really want to put fuel on my rooftop tent. So is there safety restrictions around having fuel tanks in my car, like jerry cans? How do I combat extra fuel storage for a pretty, average touring Prado 150? I guess it'll be the same situation with my dad's 200 that I'm doing the trip with. He won't have a rear bar. He'll probably have a rooftop as well. I guess, what are the alternative storage methods? And is there anything that we should be thinking about with having fuel in the car? Because I know it's probably not the best idea long-term with fumes and all those kind of things. But anyway, keep it up, boys, and keen to see Duggo's 79 get used.
Me too.
We all are, mate.
It's a great question, that.
That was Miguel. I would say you're fine to put your jerry cans in your car. Have you Googled it?
I have Googled it, and I've got this little overview spat back out to me. And it says, while carrying fuel in jerry cans is permitted, and I'm sure Miguel's done this too, certain restrictions apply regarding location and quantity. Legally, you can carry up to 250 litres of fuel in jerry cans, but they cannot be stored inside the vehicle cabin. Now, I haven't heard of 250 litres, and I haven't heard of it being illegal to store inside the cabin.
250 litres?
Yeah, in jerrys, which I haven't heard that before. So I don't know if any of this is legit. Ideal storage locations include trailers, ute trays, roof racks with dedicated holders. Obviously, that he knows that. I've done it before.
Put a jerry can in the car? Yeah, I've done that. You just have to be careful because obviously petrol being highly flammable, if you've spilt petrol on the outside of your jerry can and somehow, electrical components create a spark that then hits the jerry can, will then ignite it, will then, potentially explode, killing everyone in the car. Just be careful. I would suggest not putting that in your car. Trying to find a different alternative like roof rack, ideally, if you don't have a rear bar, roof rack, and strapping it down, making sure it's secure, and making sure that you don't, any petrol that gets spilled on the jerry can is cleaned up.
Is it a petrol or is it a diesel, that one?
Is it diesel?
I don't know.
It would be a diesel.
Probably.
Diesel's less flammable than petrol, but still can be flammable. It's a lot safer than petrol, I would say.
I found here Club 4x4 insurance. So that 250 litres of fuel in jerry cans is a thing legally. That includes your camper or caravan too. And it is saying here that you can store it inside the cab. So I don't think there is anything against that. So I'm not sure what the one I was reading before is. This is Club 4x4 insurance. So I'll read it just really quickly. So it's clear jerry cans with petrol in them can't be mounted on the front or rear. Oh, hang on. It says can't.
Can't be mounted on the front or rear.
I just saw this. I read it as can. Jerry cans with petrol in them can't be mounted on the front or rear of your vehicle, inside the cab or rear of caravans or campers, essentially anywhere that is an impact zone. In the back of a ute is just about one of the only places for them. Jerry cans with diesel in them, however, may be mounted essentially wherever you like, within reason, as it's not classed as a combustible/explosive liquid in the sense that petrol is. Okay, so this is good. So diesel, basically anywhere you like. Petrol basically can't be anywhere externally on the car or inside the cab. It can't be, so petrol can't be in an impact zone. So there you go. That little setup right there is all you need to know.
Jeez, I didn't know that about petrol.
So Prado 150s are all diesel, aren't they? Or are they petrol ones?
No, I think they're all diesel.
So he should be okay with putting that in the cab. I don't have any other many other options for.
Oh no, they have a 2.7 litre petrol engine. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, if it's petrol, we're in a bit of strife. If it's diesel, I think we're okay.
Oh yeah.
Do you take that way? That diesel's okay?
Diesel's like far less flammable than petrol. Yeah.
But no, like the way I read it, jerry cans with diesel in them may be mounted essentially wherever you like within reason. Because of that because of it's non-combustible.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the laws around it to say, but that makes sense, I guess. I would like to actually answer the question. I think putting it in your car is fine. Just make sure it's strapped down.
Diesel.
Yeah. Well, or petrol.
No, that's not allowed.
Really not allowed.
That's the legal side of it, apparently. Jerry
so
cans
where can
with
you put it?
In them can't be mounted on the front or the rear of your vehicle, inside the cab or rear of caravans or campers.
Right. So petrol has to be.
Petrol basically has to be in your tub or on the roof. Can't be geez,
yeah, no, that's interesting because I've had petrol in.
Yeah,
I've not had petrol in the car.
No.
Not once.
Well, you didn't get caught.
What's there to catch?
Anyway, that's
diesel,
from Club 4x4 Insurance. That's not us.
No.
We're just finding the information. But Miguel wanted an alternative.
Yeah, roof rack. No, you just have to put it on the roof rack.
Yeah, but did he want? I thought he said he didn't want that.
He did. Well, I mean, like
maybe didn't.
You don't really have much of an option.
All the other option is a long range fuel tank.
Yeah, put it on the roof rack.
But you still
you just have to put it on.
Even then, you're probably bringing a jerry or two anyway.
Yeah,
even with a long range fuel tank, just in case.
It's roof rack. Yeah. You don't have a rear bar. You don't want to put it in your car.
Jeez, I'm glad I found that article.
For the fumes alone, you don't want to put it in your car. You just put it on the roof rack.
Yeah.
At least like it's easy enough to access. If it's in the car, you could throw it behind stuff, throw stuff in front of it. Put it on your roof rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's diesel, then
put it wherever you want.
He's got the same issue because he's asking for other alternatives than storing it in the cab. But he can, with the diesel, by the sounds of things, can store it inside.
Yep. Cool.
Anyway.
All right.
Got ourselves a potty. Sorry, Miguel. That's a pretty roundabout answer, but you might need a long-range fuel tank. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
But thank you for sending in.
Yeah, thanks for the message. We do have a couple of other ones, but I think we'll get to them in another episode.
I'm plumb tuckered, mate.
Yeah, it's been a long day. All right.
Let's go.
Let's wrap it up.
Yep.
Thanks for listening, guys. Apologies if that was a bit of a weaker episode there. It's literally just me and Duggo here in the studio today. Not a single other soul in sight.
Lonely.
So we've been doing a lot of the work ourselves. And come back next week. We'll have a real strong one for you. We'll be back firing up and about. Anyway, patrons, stick around. This is the 4 Drive Podcast powered by Tyre Power. That is the Southern River Band with Let It Ride that you're hearing just now. Go follow us on socials, 4 Drive Podcast on Instagram, YouTube. Go follow us on our new channel, the 4 Drive Podcast, where we'll be doing some cool stuff. And go sign up on Patreon if you want. Cool. See you later.